Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. Today we're doing another episode of, whatever the hell this is. That's right. With that being said, I hope you're all doing well. If not, I'm going to be very sad. Or maybe even angry. Who knows? It's a mystery. With that being said, hello, Phoenix, and congratulations on being the first person in chat today. Hello, Carson. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Alexander Miller. Yeah, my streak starts again. It sure does. It sure does. Hello, Lucy D. Venus. Hello, Wizard Lizard. Hope you're doing well. And, yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a just chatting stream or if it's going to be a little bit of just chatting and then we get right into the content side of things. We'll see. We'll see how much time there is and if we have time for both just chatting and content. Well, I guess just chatting is a form of content, but I mean like segment-oriented, this could be a video type content where it's like I'm responding to something stupid, you know? Pink shirt looks so cute. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I wanna look cute today, I guess. Well, and also I guess I haven't worn this outfit in like over a week. And I do like this outfit quite a bit. But I love the mascara. Thank you, Carson. I very much appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Pink shirt for the win and welcome all. Hello, Rye. Good to see you again. Hello, Spoingahem. Is the still attached meme still attached? It sure is. Hello, Tubian. Hello, Link of TW. Hello, George Baker Jr. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Spooky Noodles. Good to see you as well. Hello, Waffle Monster 94. Good to see you again. Greetings, Femi. Putty Princess. Why are people replacing R's with W's now? Okay, fair enough. You're my kind of girl / boy. Let's go! Hello, Pamela. Pamela. Oh my god, I'm really good at pronouncing and reading. Hi, Femyoz. I'm one of Charlotte's mods that said hi to you in her chat. Yo, what's up? Oh yeah, I was watching Char earlier, and I was in chat. And, yeah, she's very nice. She's very nice. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, don't tell her I said... Okay, don't tell her I said this, but, like... She's kind of bad, not gonna lie. She's kind of bad. I'm just saying, okay? Look. I mean... Is she 10 years older than me? Yeah. But do I care? Absolutely not. Okay? Look. 21, 31, I mean, it's close enough. I mean, I'm just saying, dude. Okay, look, all I'm gonna say is she gives off mommy energy, all right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I doubt anything would happen, though, because she did say that she's not poly, but I guess, like, I don't know. She's in, like, a semi-open relationship type dealio, I think. I don't know. I'm poly / open, but yeah. Yeah, she's a very sweet person. She's a very sweet person. I'm trying not to simp too much. I don't want to be weird, but it's like, bro, all I'm gonna say is like, if she hypothetically, you know what? We're not gonna go there. Look, all I'm gonna say is I love cuddles, okay? And, like, I don't know. She looks like she would be good at cuddling with people, okay? All right? It's not that degenerate, okay? I'm sorry. Like, cuddles aren't degenerate, are they? Are they considered degenerate? I don't know. To be fair, I do like cuddling with other trans girls. T-girl cuddles hit different. I mean, what can I say? I mean, am I wrong? No, of course I'm not. I'm never wrong. When have I ever been wrong about anything? Tipster Yos? No, Tipster is specifically going after the goth mommies. She's not goth. But, if anything, she has more of the, I guess, like, older HSTS trans woman aesthetic, kinda. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's very different from the, from, like, the trans femme gamer girl aesthetic, which is what I have. You know? She actually, like, dresses like a cis woman and stuff. You know? Whereas I dress like a femboy mixed with woman mixed with trans femme mixed with whatever the fuck. And you know, it works. It works. Tipster is a chaser, but they're a cool chaser. I wouldn't even say they're a chaser. They're just like, they're just pan. They're just he's just horny, okay? He, I mean, fair, okay? Who isn't these days? Who isn't these days? All right. Oh God. Uh-oh, what was that lag spike? I saw the spinny circle of destruction. That wasn't good. With that being said, we're currently streaming in front of 133 of our closest friends and family, but we only have 10 likes. Chat. Come on. We can fix that, okay? All right, we could easily fix that. I'm just saying, double tap the smash like. We have so many more concurrents than likes. I know, statistically speaking, you haven't liked. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yes, you double tap right now. It boosts me in the algorithm. Yeah, that's right. It'll make me happy if you do it. It'll make me very sad if you don't. Double tap the smash like. My eyes hurt. I'm very sorry to hear that. Do you have ears? No. I actually am deaf because there's just no ears. Hello, Batal Crafter. If I got bottom surgery, would you smash? I don't think. I mean, I'm gonna be so real. I don't think it matters if. At least to me, it doesn't matter if somebody gets bottom surgery or not. I just think women are hot. You know? You don't need bottom surgery for that. All I'm gonna say is that you know, you could go the built-in strap route, or you could go the detachable one route. And you know, they're both just as effective, don't you worry. Well, I guess it does depend on the person, but still, you get the point. You get the point. I don't think I need to say any more. All right? This isn't where I wanted the conversation to go. All right? This isn't what I wanted to talk about. All right? I got no sleep last night. Too hot to eat. Unironically, yeah, that's kind of relatable. Not for me. Last night, I want to say I got, like, after stream, like 6 hours of sleep, I think. Maybe. Like, about 6 hours of sleep, I want to say. But, can I request a custom video for you, from you in DMs? Depends on what it is. You can make whatever requests you want. Doesn't mean that I'll fulfill them, though. I don't know. We'd have to talk about it. I got around 4 hours, I think. Well, yeah, you probably need more than that. 4 hours of sleep is not sufficient, to say the very least. But, hey, I mean, it's better than 0 hours. What can I say? You know, it's like 1 or 2 naps worth. I was gonna say, like, 2 or 3, but, like, for me, you know, sometimes I do nap for 4 hours. You know? It happens. I've slept about 19 hours because I'm very sick. Well, goddamn. Sometimes I sleep for, like, 19 hours. Well, it won't be, like, 19 hours straight. Like, I'll occasionally wake up and I'll go to the bathroom and maybe eat a snack and then I'll go back to bed or whatever. But, sometimes when I'm, like, really depressed, like, I'm more so depressed, less anxious, I will have a tendency to, you know, whatchamacallit, oversleep. Whereas when I'm more anxious than I am depressed, I might undersleep. Or it really also depends on, like, other factors, right? Those aren't the only factors, but, I mean, those are definitely a couple of them. Hi, Femyoz. YouTube notifs are finally working for me. Well, congratulations, Justin, dude. It's good to have you here. But yeah, sometimes YouTube notifs don't work, so always check around this time or earlier or later, whenever you're available to see if I'm streaming. Just check a few times, you know, at night or whatever. Or, well, I mean, I don't know, unless it's not night for you right now. In which case, whatever kind of general time area from your time zone that is. Like, this is sort of like, like within these hours, I guess. When I'm depressed, I oversleep a lot because being awake means I have to face reality. Yeah, no, honestly, that's pretty relatable. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. It is quite relatable. When I'm depressed, or I already read that. Femi, I ate lots of food today. Well, that's good. That's good. I assume you're telling me because that's good. Unless you're, like, trying not to eat food. If you're, like, eating like too much food and your doctor saying the opposite. Like, you better stop eating so much or you're gonna explode. But I presume that you mean that like you generally undereat. I don't know. I'm very autistic if you haven't noticed. Is that your real hair? Hell yeah, it is. It's real nice. Thank you. I want to request a video of someone feeding you cake. I mean, cake is yummy. Could it be ice cream cake? If that's the case, I mean, we could negotiate a price. I mean, someone feeding me ice cream cake. I think I still have some ice cream cake in the freezer. We'll negotiate the price because recording a video is still effort, you know. My cat said you're cute. Well, double you, cat. Your cat is very good at detecting things, such as cuteness. Anyone else dream about their partner every night? I do. No, there have been a few times where I have. But generally my dreams are more abstract. You know, it's funny because I have very vivid dreams, but if I don't like make an effort to remember what they are, I don't remember them. But I always remember like that feeling of when I wake up and it's like, oh my God, that felt so fucking real. You know what I mean? What's your skincare routine? So I basically use a hydrating face cleanser thingy every day, and then I use a CeraVe nighttime exfoliator after showering. So I use it in the daytime. I'm such a contrarian like that, you know. And then after that, I use a CeraVe day cream with retinol and sunscreen, and then recently I've been using, I think it's Cetaphil. Cetaphil lotion, just a little bit on my face. Because my skin is like naturally kind of dry-ish, sort of. It didn't used to be, by the way. It used to be naturally greasy. But, you know, I was on Accutane when I was 17. And that sort of changed that. And so is being on HRT. So those are like the two main factors that have changed that. So now I have a little bit drier skin. You look really good today. Thank you, Rosemary. I appreciate that. I'm deadass nocturnal. Honestly, I felt that. I honestly felt that. Like, on so many levels. Like, I feel nocturnal. Yes, double tap the screen to support Gay Month. All right? That's right. Smash like, or else you're a Nazi and support Adolf Hitler. That's right. That's how this works. Smash like now. Your routine is working for sure. Let's go. What age did you transition? 19. I'm 21 now. So my second HRT birthday was a few days ago on June 2nd. So yeah, I've been on HRT for 2 years. Anyways, I bet you're so soft and squishy. I don't think that I have enough fat to be soft and squishy. I'm gonna be so real. I don't know. I'm not like skinny like I was before though either. Like I'm like a much healthier way. It's not that I was an unhealthy weight before, but like, I'd say it's definitely good that I've gone out of my way to like put on a few pounds because like it looked like I was Auschwitz moding at one point. Okay, and it wasn't even intentional. I wasn't trying to. Though to be fair, you know, having estrogen in my system makes it a little bit easier to gain weight, I think. Voice deep for real? Oh, you think this voice is deep? I could show you a deep voice. Wait, hold on. Oh my God, I can't do it properly right now. Sorry, I'm not in the right headspace to voice act, sadly. But, oh God, yeah, no, I can't do it. Sometimes I'm good at it, other times I'm not. This is one of those times where I'm not. Just don't have the right headspace. Thank you, President Yost, for legalizing nuclear bombs. Yeah, no worries. Hey, thank you, Rai, for the 1999, you beautiful fucking bastard. Saying here's to 2 years. And here's to a crazy stream tonight. Hell yeah. Dude, watch as it becomes like the least crazy stream tonight. It's like the most like lackluster stream there is. After you say that, you just like completely jinx. I'm kidding, of course. Unless. Hello, beautiful. Why, hello, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Tweaker Skandi. No, not the male Femi voice. Yes, the male voice, though I'm not doing it very well right now. I'm just not in the right headspace to, like, fully do it. Like, sometimes there's, like, a mental block, and other times there's not. Femi, I've been here since 30K? Hell yeah. Dude. I want to get to a point where people are bragging about being here from before 50K or from before 100K. You know? That would be cool. That'd be very cool. You know? Are you liberal? I'm a leftist. It basically means I'm a super liberal. It's like all of the things you don't like about liberals probably apply to me, but actually, I don't know if that's true or not. I guess it depends on what you think of liberals and the reasons why you like or dislike them. Leftists hate liberals. Yeah, I know. I'm mainly making a joke here when I say I'm actually a super liberal. That's what being a leftist is. Leftists are like evil liberals. This is true, by the way. I'm like a liberal but evil. Yeah, exactly. Liberal but with a spine. Yeah. No, I can't lie. Hammer and sickle. You know, I'm not a fan of the USSR, but yeah. I do like the aesthetic, all right? The Red Army Choir put out some fucking bangers, all right? We can't lie, all right? All right, as bad as the USSR was, you know, the Red Scare was worse, and also I think the Red Army Choir put out some pretty good fucking bangers, okay? I can't lie. Also, thank you, Ghost48, for the 2, saying just found out I'm bisexual. Well, thank you very much for the 199. And congratulations on coming out as bi, specifically during gay month. You know? Let's go! Anyways, total tipster domination. TTT. Dude, people, okay. Just for anyone who's not aware, okay? Don't say TTD outside of my community ever. All right? Or outside of the context of tipster domination, okay? Because that means something very different in other places, okay? All right? It means the total death of a certain group of people. One that I belong to. Yeah, we know. Okay. There are some people that don't know. There are some people that don't know. I'd rather them not be like, oh, I'm from Femyoz's community. TTD. TND. Dude, I don't know. Dude, if Cobson Talks is watching this, he's gonna do that. I don't think he hasn't watched me for a while. Dude, it's like he's stream sniping right now. I doubt it. This is my first Pride Month. Oh, well, fair enough. Welcome to gay people gang, I guess. I was about to say a slur, but I don't know if I want to do that right off the bat, you know. We'll see. There's too many people watching, okay? There's too many people watching. All right, we can save slur usage for later, all right? That's right. Also, hello, Heart VR, saying hello, fellow trans person. Why, hello. Greetings and salutations. Hey, girlies, say the slur people. Look, it's not about you guys, okay? It's about YouTube, all right? If the YouTube algorithm takes it the wrong way, even though I'm a part of the group, you get the point. Let's see. They are diet Nazis because crazy conservatives are Nazis and liberals are like diet conservatives. You know, you have a point. All I'm going to say is that we have 2 parties in the US right now, okay? We've got the center-right party and we've got the far-right party, right? And when I say center-right, I don't necessarily mean in terms of where the Overton window is in terms of what people believe. What I mean is that if we're talking about being right-wing is a fundamental concept, right? A big component of that is maintaining and advocating in favor of the status quo, right? Something far-right would be reactionary. Something advocating in favor of a previous status quo, right? Just for reference. This community is just full of Therians, horny people, trans people, and Trump supporters. Well, I wouldn't say that the Trump supporters that scroll by are like a part of the community. I think what you mean is like what this chat is comprised of is those categories. In which case, I agree. When I think of Nazis, I think of Kanye West. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be completely real. Like the fact that like Kanye West can just like be a Nazi and like people are like, oh yeah, that's totally normal. And like, yeah, that's like, oh wow, he's really pushing the envelope. It's like, no, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Like, just because like nobody else is doing it doesn't mean that you're brave. Oh, so brave and controversial. No, you're just dumb. Right? Like if I were to do, I don't know, like if I was Kanye West, but instead of being a Nazi to be controversial, I decided, I'm gonna at my next show, I'm gonna shove a Duracell battery up my ass. It's like, yeah, that's never been done before. That doesn't mean that it's fucking based. Doesn't mean you're doing anything special. Also, thank you for the $2. I appreciate the money. Anyways. I'm a trans male and I like guys. Well, fair enough. Not gonna lie, Femyoz in an, what is that, Ilsa SS uniform would go hard. Oh god. Look, I'm sorry, but like, the whole Nazi aesthetic is incredibly overrated. Like, I see so many people being like, oh yeah, the Nazis were like bad and stuff, but like, didn't their uniforms look so cool? And it's like, no, like they were mid. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Like their fashion sense was mediocre at best. Okay. Like I'm gonna be real. It's people like the aesthetic of contrarianism. I think that's what it boils down to. People like the aesthetic of being contrarian and different. They're like, oh, that's like the bad guys. So I want to be like one of the bad guys in terms of how I look, right? It's the same. It's like for the same reason that people are like, yeah, Darth Vader is cool as fuck. It's like, yeah, he's like the bad guy. That's what makes him so cool. He's like all powerful and stuff, right? It's a very specific thing, right? It's like that, but like sort of in like a more like brain rot oriented kind of way. Does that make sense? It's like that, but like where people take it way too seriously or where people are just like entirely disconnected from reality, right? Whereas if someone is like, yeah, Darth Vader is cool as fuck, it's like, okay, we're talking about like a fictional character. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course. Right? Anyways. Did somebody just, Darth Vader is ass? Okay, well, rage bait used to be believable. Rage bait used to be believable. Anyways. You are brain rot? Is that so? Is that so? Am I? Girl, your crazy transition goals. Estrogen did you right. Thank you so much. But yeah, my 2-year HRT anniversary or HRT birthday or whatever was a few days ago on June 2nd. So yeah, I wish I could have streamed on June 2nd, But are you lesbian? Yeah, I mean, women are hot. I mean, what can I say? Technically, I'm bisexual, but I'm mostly lesbian. You look like your feet smell salty and delicious. Okay. Incredible stuff. Glad to see we've reached new levels of intellectual engagement. All right. Very, very intellectually stimulating comments right there. You're so cute. I love you so much. Aw, well, thank you. Anyways. Let's see. So you're with the wrong, you're chronically straight? Nah, I like women. What? But let me guess, as soon as I say, oh yeah, including trans women, you're gonna be like, oh, that actually means that you're gay because they're also men, lol. Yeah, okay. No, I just think that women are hot. I know, it's crazy. Femyoz, thank you for earlier. Hell yeah. You know what, Limer? You've been around for a while. I'm gonna make you a mod. Why not? Standard moderator. Congratulations. You are now a standard moderator for the Femyoz YouTube channel. She's a liberal guaranteed. Wrong. I'm a leftist. Some may even call me far left, considering the fact that I'm in favor of market socialism. Hey, thank you, Battlecrafter, for the $10. You beautiful fucking bastard saying fit check. Will do, will do. But yeah, this is like a sort of more like, I guess, like pink outfit, sometimes I'd be wearing the fishnets, other times I'd be wearing, stuff like this, where it's like, how could I not? Fits like these are bangers. to say the very least. What can I say? But yeah, alright. Also, thank you for the additional $2. Very much appreciated. Very epic. Kawaii outfit? Hell yeah. Oh shit, you lose weight? I don't think so. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit, by accident. I don't know, is Star Wars good? I think it is. I like Star Wars. Star Wars is awesome. But, yeah. Anyways. FTM or MTF? I'm MTF. But, yeah. I'm just here for YouTube comments. Well, thank you for the engagement. Very much appreciated. I don't know. I guess technically, well, yeah, I probably did lose weight by accident. Because, like, I've been weight cycling, and, gaining weight is a lot more difficult in terms of that process than losing it. Because the reason that I'm weight cycling is for getting feminine fat redistribution, because I'm obviously on HRT and whatnot. And imagine giving money just to hate. Yeah, it's like, okay, nice use of $4, I guess. You could have spent it on anything else. You know, you could have bought yourself some snacks. You could have, you know, gotten yourself some food. There's a lot of things you could have done. But you gave it to me instead. That mindset is so weird. Yeah, like, even if it's, like, somebody that, like, genuinely sucks and you, like, really, like, have, like, a good reason to hate them, like, the last thing you should do is give them money. Like, I will never understand people that donate to people like Olive Oil Run or Nova Online or whatever, just to, like, troll them or whatever. It's like, you're still giving them money. Like, you're still supporting, like, a bad person or whatever, or somebody that you hate, right? So it's like, even if the person sucks, it's like, why give them money? You know? Begging for super chats is sad. Well, it's a good thing I'm not doing that then. Anyways. Are you Super Saiyan? Yeah, probably. Or natural blonde. I am naturally blonde. Fuck YouTube, they didn't tell me you were live. Yeah, YouTube has a tendency to be very bad about notifying people. But yeah, if you're always interested in my live streams, I guess, like, check a few times a day to see if I'm live, I guess. Like, around this time, starting a bit earlier than this, quite a bit earlier than this, and then maybe a little bit later than this. It really depends. I do intend on starting streams earlier at some point in the near future, but yeah. Okay, I wasn't the only one who didn't get a notification. No, that's like a common issue with YouTube. Femi workout stream. I need to work out, but I don't know if I want to stream it. I'm gonna be so real. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Also, I think my cat's trying to leave. All right, give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right. YouTube is just phobic. Yeah, just all of them. Every single phobic. All right. All right. It's got arachnophobia. It's terrified of spiders. Okay. Actually, no. YouTube Shorts is not terrified of spiders. I get so many shorts. I get so many YouTube Shorts where it's like just that. It's like, there have been so many times where I've gotten like a YouTube short in my recommended where it's like, oh, here's like this like cool like jumping spider, and I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. Love that. That's great. I love those motherfuckers. They're so cool. And then it's like people in the comments will be like, oh yeah, this like helped me get over my fear of spiders. And I'm like, why are people scared of spiders? Like, I know there's like some like natural instinct response thing, but like, I don't know. I just don't find spiders particularly scary. I actually think they're quite cute. Okay, but I have arachnophobia, so that sucks. I don't understand arachnophobia. I guess it's just something that exists innately in people. But for me, I don't know. They're just like these cute little guys. I love spiders. They're so cute. You know what I mean? Anyways, you should do a cigarette stream. Well, the only thing I would ever be smoking is fentanyl, because I'm actually George Floyd maxing. That's right. I love spiders. They're so chill, especially compared to MAGA fans. Literally. I mean, you're correct on two fronts there. But yeah, spiders are super chill. Like I have never once had a bad experience with a spider. You know, when I went to take a shower today, um, there was actually a spider on like the wall, like inside the shower, right? And I I I moved them onto the like you know like the little rug next to the shower or whatever, right? Because I didn't want them to get killed or whatever. But unfortunately, because I was originally gonna take it outside when I finished showering, but I don't know, it crawled somewhere. I don't know where it went, so it kind of disappeared on me, sadly. I don't know. I'll definitely look for the little guy after I finish stream to see if they're on like a wall or something. You know, because like I don't know, I wanna bring the little guy outside and put him in a nice tree or something. You know, I don't know. I always, I generally do that. People don't necessarily get it, but if there's like an ant or like a spider, I like to bring it outside. Like, do I have to do it? Nah, but like, I don't know. I feel bad if I like kill it. Um, our LGBTQ plus community does not claim this one. Dude, what in the weird ass rage bait? You're probably straight, I'm guessing. Like if you're talking about me. Also, thank you, Happy Husky, for the 349 New Zealand dollars, saying donation for Spider House. Dude, I would love to have a spider house, but yeah, I don't think my parents would ever let that fly. I don't know. What about wasps? Okay, wasps are evil. Okay, wasps are terrifying. Okay, but there's like a reason to be terrified of wasps. Okay, wasps are like actually like diabolically evil. Like they want to murder me, okay? Like those things are terrifying. All right? But that's like the exception. Okay? Wasps and mosquitoes are like some of the only insects where it's like I don't feel bad about killing them, okay? I crush them in my hand. What wasps? And okay, well, fair enough. Have fun with that. Great stuff. Wasps think stinging is funny, I swear. Yeah, they'll do it just for its own sake. Look at my last message. Alright, what about snakes? Yeah, snakes are cool. Yo, thank you, Ice Wallow Cum. Incredible name, by the way. Saying butterflies get their name from their taste. Wait, do they taste like butter? Huh. Because I didn't know. A lot of spiders live in house, and when put outside, they just die because they aren't used to the environment. Really? Well, that sucks. I don't know. I feel like they would have a better chance at surviving outside than in my house, because like I don't know, if one of my parents sees a spider, like they're just gonna kill it. And I'm like, so that's like a guaranteed death. But yeah, they have a better chance at living outside. Your mascara's on point. I need to know that makeup brand. I don't know. I got it for $8. I don't remember the brand. I'd have to look and see. But all I know is that I don't know. I bought it like what would it be, like 2 weeks ago now or something? Like I think less than 3 weeks ago, and then I just sort of taught myself how to do it, I guess. So yeah. I guess people weren't lying when they said it was one of the easier things to do. I'm sure. As soon as I start learning other aspects of makeup, though, I'm probably gonna struggle. Anyways. Wait, you don't have braces anymore? Dog, when did I have braces on YouTube? Like, actually, like, you'd have to be, like, from, like, the Lyrios era. You'd have to have been watching my content when I had, like, less than 1,000 subscribers on my old YouTube channel when I was in high school. React to olive oil run? I just did that, like, yesterday. Look, I'm not somebody that wants to cover the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If she's doing some crazy shit, then yeah, I'll cover it. But if it's just like the same old She's like getting angry at chatters. She's like spurging out because people are donating dollar amounts that are less than $10 because for whatever reason she feels personally attacked by that, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's just like kind of the same thing. Damn it, Femyoz noticed me? What am I meant to notice, Oh, you saying that you're a bundle of sticks. Yes, very, very cool message. Very good stuff. Anyways. Dude, stop. Turn back. Why? Like, give me a logical reason for why I should turn back. I actually do want to know. I want, like, a sufficient justification. Olive oil run sucks? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. 100%. 100,000,000%. One of the strangest specimens in all of existence, to say the very least. Yeah, it's, she truly is the live streamer of all time. What can I say? What can I say? Oh, well. Anyways. Is she mentally sane? I feel she's off. Who? Olive oil run? Oh, yeah, she's deranged. She's absolutely a deranged person. Anyways. It's been like 24 hours? Since what? Since I covered her? Yeah. I don't know. Rather just give it time. I don't know. It's just like, look, here's the thing I don't like about consistently covering lolcows. Here's why I only do it sometimes, okay? If you cover the same lolcow consistently, they get very repetitive. The only advantage that you could have to covering a single lolcow on a regular or at least semi-regular basis is if you're like part of the lore and you're like the reason that they're crashing out, right? And then you're sort of like helping create that content by getting them to crash out, right? You're sort of like moving the story along almost. You know what I mean? If Femyoz is fappy, oh my god, fappy. If Femyoz is fappy, I misread that. That was one hell of a Freudian slip. Okay, if Femyoz is happy with herself, leave her be. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. Don't ask. Don't ask why. I don't know. Flappy Bird. Yeah, dude. Look, I'm not always the best at speaking, okay? Sometimes I pronounce words wrong, okay? It happens. Sometimes I stumble over my words. It doesn't matter if I've been doing this for like 2 years, okay? It doesn't matter. And by this, I mean live streaming. I've been doing YouTube videos for longer than that, significantly. But, yeah. Look, we all make mistakes. Sometimes we mess up the way we word things or pronounce words, okay? Dyslexia. Okay, all right. That was not even intentional. Dyslexia, Yos. Oh my god. I'm like, okay. To be fair, if I'm thinking about not making mistakes, I'm more likely to make the mistakes that I'm trying not to make. So now I'm gonna... Okay. Little Yos. I'm not little. All right? I'm big. I'm big and strong. Freakios is slipping. Oh god. Oh no. I have cucumber phobia. You're afraid of cucumbers, really? That's incredible, truly. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, dyslexia. Great stuff. Big Yos. Yes, I'm very big and strong. Good girl. You can't just... Okay. Yeah. Don't you know, I probably have XY chromosomes. Actually, I haven't scanned my chromosomes. I've never actually checked. But I mean, assuming that I have XY chromosomes, I mean, shouldn't that give me so much strength biologically? You know? Shouldn't I be able to destroy everybody in women's sports and stuff? I mean, think about it. Femi equals teeny tiny trans girl. I'm 5'6". I am taller than the average cis woman. slightly, you know? Y'all seen those videos where they put a cucumber behind a cat and it jumps, poke 10 feet in the air? I can't say that I have. Well, no, that sounds a little bit familiar. 5'6" is tiny. No, it's not. 5'6" is not tiny. You guys have no concept of height. Damn, that's short. It's not short. That is taller than the average woman. Okay? I am literally taller than the average woman. The average adult woman is shorter than me. Okay? Globally and in the United States, okay? I think in the US it's like 5'5", and globally it's 5'4", okay? That is short. It's not. By an inch. That means that I'm slightly above average by an inch. Nationally, I am above average in terms of height, okay? The average adult woman is like 5'8". You are so full of it. That is just not true. You're fucking with me. For a girl, 5'6" is cute. I'm 5'4", but my mother-in-law is 5'7". Real. I'm 5'9". Also, thank you, Happy Husky, for the $3.49 New Zealand dollars, saying this chat's either transphobia or down bad for gawk. Yeah, you know, people say there's two genders, and maybe they're onto something, okay? But it's not the two genders that they think, all right? The two genders are transphobia and down bad for gawk. Now, if you really think about it, transphobes are generally, people that jerk off to us while not wanting us to have rights. So I guess that would make it one gender. They're just a little bit more secretive about it. Just saying. A lot of them end up projecting. If your average female is 5'8", you're at a trans. Yeah, you're at a gay bar with like a bunch of trans femme people. Thank you, Denzel McMiller, for the two saying, guys, I'm cool. I'm sure you are. Thank you very much. You are donating to me. So that probably does mean that you're quite cool. Generally speaking. You know, this is general rule of thumb. You know, I'm just saying. Anyways. Let's see. I'm 5'11". Well, you're just tall, okay? I'm not short. At Femyoz equals 5 foot and 14 inches. That's so true. The average height of a woman worldwide is 5'3". Wait, hold on. Average adult woman height worldwide. Okay, yeah. Looks like it's 5'3". I thought it was 5'4". USA. Oh, wait, really? It's okay, 5 foot. Wait, 5 foot 3.5 inches, unless this AI is wrong. Okay, wait, no, wait. Huh? Okay, so this says 5'4" for the US. Oh, this says 5. Oh, okay. So less than, okay, so like 5'4" if you're like a liar who rounds up, basically. Okay. Okay, so I misinterpreted. I thought that 5'4" was global, and that the US is like, I know that the US is like 1 inch taller than global, so I thought, oh, okay, so then the US is 5'5". So no, 5'4" is for the US. Average height. The average height globally is even shorter than that. It's 5'3". So I'm actually multiple inches. I'm even multiple inches taller than the average cis woman. Even in America. You're 16. I am not 16. What makes you... Why would you think that I'm 16? I'm 21. Remember there are Filipinos? Including all... No! Including all ages. What do you think the word woman means? A woman refers to an adult. Right? An adult who identifies within the feminine social archetype in society. That's what that means. Right? It's not going to be some... So it's not including the height of a literal infant, okay? Femyoz, would you eat the LGBTQ plus sandwich? I'm gonna be so real. I don't know what that is. Would I? Who knows? Yeah, including all in the ages. Yes, including newborns, apparently. That's definitely what's being calculated for the height. You were brainwashed? That's so true. I've been infected by the woke mind virus. Let's see here. Hello, how are you? I'm doing all right. How are you? Also, thank you for 100 likes, everybody. Very much appreciated. But yeah, keep double tapping to smash like, if you haven't already, because it does boost me in the algorithm. And boosting me in the algorithm is good. It makes me more successful. And one day I want to do this as a job. That would be awesome. It's like a full-time job. This is like a part-time thing. I don't make enough money for it to be full-time. You're 21 and go drink a 1/5 of... Dude, I'm not doing a drinking stream. Who the fuck do you think I am? Wings of Redemption? Like, dude, I'm not Wings of Redemption or Josh Black, okay? I'm not trying to go around getting drunk on stream. Now, a ketamine stream, that's a different story. Actually, well, ketamine stream is a terrible idea. I thought it would be funny content if I just did it once, because I'm doing ketamine treatment, basically. My brain is all goofy and silly. When I'm actually like for like an hour or two, like right after I take like whatever 60 milligrams of the thing that dissolves in your mouth or whatever, and so it's like, okay, but that was a one-time thing, and even that was a bad idea, and that's like me when I'm on my prescribed medication, you know. But to be fair, it's a bit out there for a medication that you can get, but still, you get the point. Your fall will be my wings of redemption. Yeah. Anyways. Ketamine to attract the horse girls? What does that even mean? The Ket stream slayed? No, I made it members only for a reason, okay? No, that was like the worst idea actually, no, it was pretty good for like a while. And then it wasn't, okay? And then it became like a very bad idea. For a while, it was like this, but like more chill, I guess. Like this, but more relaxed feeling. Fuck yeah, drunkiest. Dude, I'm gonna be so real. Alcohol barely does anything. Like, I'm like, okay, is it just me or is alcohol completely overrated? Like, whatever. I guess not even that long ago. I did like, what? Like I had my girlfriend over and she does drink. And she bought herself some vodka or whatever, right? And I had I think I had, what was it, like 2.5 shots of it? It was like 2 or 2.5 shots of it. And like 3 cans of, I don't remember what the beverage was, but it had like, whatever, like the regular, like 4.5% alcohol content, I think. Like whatever, like the most average alcohol content is. Right, so I had multiple cans of that and a few shots of vodka all at once, which by the way tasted horrible. And then guess what? I didn't feel that much different. I'm gonna be so real. I felt basically the same, but less coordinated. Okay? I'm gonna be so real. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I don't know. And maybe, no, I'm the opposite of a lightweight, apparently. Cap? It's not Cap. I wish I was a lightweight. That'd be fun. But yeah, no, it just made me like super uncoordinated. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. It's just like not worth it for the taste. Babyos? What do you mean? Lightweight? Huh? I'm a lightweight because I felt slightly uncoordinated after doing multiple shots of alcohol. I'm gonna be so real. If I have to drink that much liquid that just tastes awful to get barely anything, it's not worth it. There's like better ways of consuming stuff. Like go do something like better. I don't know. Go do weed. Okay. Try shrooms. Unironically, I don't know. I'd have to really trust someone before accepting shrooms from them. I'm gonna be so real. Anyways. And it's best to drink at home. I'm gonna be real, like, drinking by yourself at home is probably, like, the worst thing you can do for yourself, especially if it's day drinking. Like, it's lame, you don't really get anything out of it other than an alcohol addiction, possibly, I think. I don't know. Look, I was scared of shrooms for years. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to really trust, because, like, not just to make sure that I'm, like, getting what they're saying that they're giving me, right? But also, like, I'd need to really trust someone to, like, know how to, like, handle a situation in which, like, I don't know, if there was, like, a bad trip or something, right? Like, I'd need to trust somebody for that. You know what I mean? Hallucinogens are super interesting, yeah. And I don't wanna, like, do anything that would, like, permanently alter my brain, right? So, I'm also careful about that. Um, anyways. LSD is definitely something you wanna clear a couple of days of your schedule for on your first time. I remember my first time, did not give myself enough time to recover. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do LSD. That might be a bit much. I'm not sure. I, dude, I don't know. For me, usually when it comes to substances, they either do something like very noticeable or they do nothing at all to me. And usually it's nothing at all. Like, I don't know. Especially with weed. Like, most of the times I've done weed, like, regardless of, like, I mean, to be fair, like, I couldn't have done that much. But, um, like, like, most of the time I just, like, it's made no difference. But, like, there was, like, one time where I took an edible, right? And you know, I took, like, I think it was, like, an edible or two. And it did nothing, right? I waited for, like, an hour. I didn't notice any difference. And then I took, like, another edible. And that was a fucking crazy ass edible. That was a, bro, I was tripping. I was actually tripping. Bro, when I would close my eyes, I would see patterns and shit. That was fucking cool. Until it wasn't. The reason it ended up not being was because I hadn't eaten that day. And I guess to me, not eating is okay. And maybe, yeah, well, I guess now that I say it like that, maybe I should eat more. But I guess not eating is like kind of normal for me. So it didn't even cross my mind that, like, oh, yeah, maybe it's like not a good idea to do this when you haven't eaten anything. Like, it's just like, I guess the thought didn't occur to me. Um, I want to see patterns and shit. I don't know. Just don't do anything stupid, okay? Dissolving into nothingness, falling into yourself is a good experience. Me personally, I'm never gonna do anything without other people. You know what I mean? I don't know. Auschwitz moding. I don't think of myself as Auschwitz moding. Because, like, when I get like a little bit when I start getting like a little bit more on the skinny side, like once I like start like going down to like 133 pounds, I try to eat more. I start eating more snacks. Um, but yeah. Um, it doesn't make you see things. If you do, then it says something. Huh? No, I think you're mistaken. If you take a crazy ass edible, then like you know, if you close your eyes, you might see patterns, right? Like that's just like a fact. That's just like something that happens. But you're just like objectively wrong about that. Um. Anyways, but no, I know for a fact that the edibles that I was given were not laced, right? Like I know the person that gave them to me, and I know where they got them from. So, yeah, no. With that being said, happy Pride Month. You too. You too. Happy Pride Month to you as well. Surely there's more to life. More to life than what? Hmm? More to life than. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to get at. There's more to life than a lot of things. Though generally, what you see on a live stream is not the only facet of somebody's life. Or if somebody is describing their life, they're only describing certain aspects of their life. Hell, I would say that, you know, what I was just describing just now is like a very, 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 very small facet. It only seems big because, well, I'm talking about it, right? That makes it seem larger than it actually is. I saw patterns the first time I smoked. I missed it. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt I'll ever have that happen from. Again, I would need another crazy ass edible for that to happen. Though I will make sure to eat a bunch of food beforehand if I do that. You know, I don't know. It's not something I'm like actively gonna like seek out or whatever. It's just like if the opportunity is there, and I was like, okay, I feel like it's a little bit different. Hey, being sober is cool too. Yeah, absolutely. Being comfortable with your sober mind is a great thing. Yeah, absolutely. Right? Keep in mind, this is coming from somebody that like cares about my ability to use my mind sober. Okay, I want to make that clear. Because if you're trying to escape your sober mind, if you're using substances as a mechanism through which you escape the feeling of being sober, then there might start to be an issue. Right? Now, there's a difference between like, I don't know, prescribed medications that sort of like help mitigate the issue versus, you know, doing especially uncontrolled substances, right? I wonder if drugs will make the shadow people disappear and the high-pitched shrill in my ears. You know, I can't tell if that's a joke or not. I assume it's a joke, but I'm also very autistic. Yeah, we've been trying to reach you about your shadow car's extended warranty. Yeah, that's true. Described meds count. Well, I'm saying that they don't. I'm saying they don't. I was explaining why they're different. You know? Drugs, nah, dissociate. I mean, look, all I'm going to say is you got to be able to exist sober if you want to be able to do drugs and not worry too much about addiction. And yeah, I mean, you still got to be careful and make sure shit ain't laced or whatever. And again, like it shouldn't be something that you actively like constantly or even actively seek out doing. It'd just be like, I don't know, if you have the opportunity and it's like something you really trust and you've done some amount of research on it, and it's like, you know, for a fact, you're not being lied to about it, and it's like, okay, you know, I dissociate a lot. Yeah, I dissociate sometimes. I actually wasn't fully aware of the fact that I dissociate or how much I dissociate until somewhat recently. What about stimulants 24/7? Really depends on what the stimulants are. Look, I'm going to be real. Like something like caffeine is fine for basically everybody. Something like Adderall is fine if you are somebody like me with ADHD and you have a naturally low amount of dopamine, right? No, the stream? Is the stream lagging? Uh-oh. That's not good. Stream isn't meant to be lagging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O? That's not good. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just kidding. No, I actually don't like it when it lags. I think it's very annoying. I think lagging is one of the most annoying things a stream can possibly do. I'm gonna be so real. Anyways, that being said, don't Fed post in the Femyoz stream? Yeah. Come on, guys, we're better than that. We gotta be using dog whistles, okay? Never advocate in favor of things like violence, but advocate in favor of ideas like, I don't know, Luigi Mangione. If you catch my drift, you catch my drift. Are you a natural blonde? Hell yeah. I was lagging, but it finished, thank God. All right, well, that's good. Couldn't even tell you were trans till I read the title. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Can you whisper the N-word into my ear? No, you're not physically present. Otherwise, I totally would. Femyoz, my favorite flavor of Froyos. Yeah, lagging for real, for real. I think it should be done lagging, right? How do you deal with negativity? I'm gonna be real. This sounds like cliche as fuck, but I literally just like ignore it for the most part. At first, eh. At first I wasn't prepared for it, and this was before I started streaming to shorts, right? Like back when I was like, I don't know, getting into controversy with small commentary or whatever the fuck, right? So at first I wasn't prepared for it. I paid way too much attention to it, and then I guess I got used to knowing how to respond to that specific type of stuff, I guess. And then when I started doing short streams, I guess like initially, I found it very fun and satisfying to like respond to people and just like say funny shit in response. But I guess I do that a lot less now, just because it's like people say the same shit and it's like, dude, there are only so many jokes that I can make in response to one single sentence that's been said like 5 billion times. You know what I mean? A racist trans. Oh, the irony. Yeah, I'm like definitely super racist. You know, I was being completely serious when I said, "Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna, you know, if you were there, I would, maybe I would, you know, no. I mean, what is the incentive? You know, actually, if you view this from a utilitarian lens, okay, there's actually no reason not to, if you really think about it. You know, if you're by yourself, okay, in the comfort of your own home, all right, and nobody is there to hear you or listening, like, and you're white, like, do you think it's bad to say the N-word? No, I would wager no. You know, that's like the best time to say it. You know, nobody will find out. How do you feel about the new alphabet song? I think I vaguely heard about that. Because apparently, like, the part where it says elemental P is confusing or some shit. And it's like, no, you're fixing a problem that doesn't exist and you're ruining the song for no reason. This is fucking stupid. No, don't change it. There's no reason. Nobody growing up was confused by the alphabet. That's like the easiest shit ever. If anything, that shit made it easier to compartmentalize, right? A fellow trans girl, let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. It's not that deep. Yeah, I'm just picturing you making sure no one is in your house, then proceeding to yell racial slurs. That's exactly what I was describing. You know, maybe I do that. You have no idea, because nobody will be there to witness it. You know? I bet doing streaming really desensitizes you to all the ignorant stuff people say, and honestly irritates me to see all the dumb stuff people come in here and say. Yeah, it's actually really fascinating. Like, I've noticed that, like, when people, like, say shit, or, like, are talking, like, mad shit or whatever, and they're, like, super transphobic or whatever, it seems to bother other people that are witnessing it more than it could ever bother me. Like, honestly, it's gotten to a point where I, sort of forget that they exist. They're just kind of like background noise, I guess, to me. But it's like, anytime I hear the perspective of like a normal person that's not a streamer, it's like, oh, I guess that is how you would view that. It makes sense, I guess. Like, I mean, my mom doesn't really tune into most of my streams, but like, she knows about my channel, right? Like she knows what my channel is, and like occasionally, she might just like see like, oh, I wonder what she's up to, I guess, type of thing. Just like every once in a while, she's very supportive, right? And I remember, you know, the other day, she was talking about how like in the car, she was like, oh, you did such a good job ignoring that one guy who was like being super hateful, and like, I was like, what? I'm gonna be so honest, I did not realize that there was a guy being super hateful. It was like background noise. And she's like, huh? You don't remember that? And I'm like, no. Just like, it's all background noise. I was just, it'd be so real. I don't know. Yo, what's up, Vamachar? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yo, what's up? Anyways, hope you're doing well. Yo, I was watching your stream earlier. Yes, we do. We've got Mama Shar in chat. Let's go. What mascara do you use that looks so pretty on you? Thank you. I actually don't remember what brand it was. I just found one that was like $8 per thingy on Amazon. And I'm like, oh, this is a good price. And I ordered it, and then I started using it like a couple weeks ago. You look gorgeous, by the way. Thank you. You do too. But yeah. I'm gender fluid and I don't know how to tell my friends. What do I do? You go up to them and then you say, how do you do, fellow humans? It appears that I am actually very much so. Wait, what did you... Oh, sorry. At first, I was gonna make a joke about being pansexual, but then I realized, oh, no, gender fluid. I'm very much so, There's not a good joke I can make about gender fluid that isn't like... That doesn't sound revolting. I really don't want to make a gooner joke, okay? Okay, well, that's the only thing that I... Alright, never mind. Alright, scratch that. I don't know, you just tell them. I don't know. I'm not very good at giving advice. I'm gonna be real. Super beautiful heart emoji. Can't stop picturing you bouncing on it. Jesus Christ. People have no chill. Jesus. Is that supposed to be Riz? Like, am I supposed to see that and be turned on? Am I supposed to see that and be like, oh yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, what's your phone number? I need to know. I need to contact you immediately. It's imperative. You just have an immaculate Riz. You're really mastering the mascara maxing, by the way? Hell yeah. Only takes me like a minute or two. Yeah, it takes me like 2 minutes. LMFAO, no, I just have Tourette's. Well, Tourette's doesn't make you type out entire sentences like that. That's not what Tourette's does. That's not how it works. I'm way too tired to be freaky right now. Yeah, fair. Honestly, fair. But, yeah. Anyways. Let's see. I was here yesterday. Is that so? Be sure to change your gender fluid every 100,000 miles? Yeah, fair. Pookie, you should get a lash curler. It'll make your lashes look even better. Just a tip. I love you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have seen those before, and they look really scary. I ain't gonna lie. What do you stream on, hun? I mainly stream on YouTube. I don't know if I'm multi-streaming on Kick right now. I don't know if that's like still something working, but maybe I might also be streaming on Kick. I don't know. But yeah, and I do it on my computer through Streamlabs or my laptop. But yeah. Laptop, computer, same thing. Can the dealer change my gender fluid or can I do it? I mean, I don't know. It's a mystery. Tara has a sick PC, does she? That's real. What specs? What specs you got? Because I've got a laptop, but it's got an RTX 3060, and Intel i7. I don't remember what gen. I want to be real. So it's like pretty good. Olive oil USB port. Oh my god, I remember that meme. Dude, her nostrils do look like an outlet. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Dude, as soon as she said that, I was like laughing. Like she was like getting mad that I was like roasting or whatever. And like for the most part, like she wouldn't repeat anything that I would say. She would just like say like a vague version. Like she would like say like maybe the conclusions you would draw from some of the things I was saying. Like if I say, yeah, you look like female Michael Jackson, you might draw the conclusion that, well, that probably means that person's kind of ugly, right? I didn't even explain. I don't know if I explicitly called her ugly, but she'd be like, and all this transformer is doing is saying that I'm ugly and that my nostrils look like an outlet. And I was just like, dude, I was like not expecting her to actually repeat something. That was funny as hell. It's difficult to find streams that are chill like this. Yeah. You all grew up using the internet. Yellow triangle with exclamation point mark emoji. That is not good at all. Yet says the person that is on the internet scrolling YouTube shorts. I'm just saying. Another Femyoz stream? Hell yeah. Anyways. Hey, Femyoz, is it normal to be able to deadlift 650 pounds for reps? No, that's quite impressive, I think. I couldn't do that. I don't even think I could do 200 pounds anymore for deadlift. I'm not trying to rizzy it up or whatever that bullshit means. I'm just asking a genuine question. Yo, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know what the maximum I ever did was. What would it have been? Or maybe it would have been less than 200. I don't know. What was the maximum I ever did? Maybe like lower 200. I don't know. That was when I was an athlete. 600 pounds is massive. Do you know what else is massive? Low taper fade. What age did you start your transition? 19, 2 years ago. So yeah, almost exactly 2 years ago. 2 years and a few days. My HRT birthday was June 2nd. So yeah, my second HRT birthday. And I didn't get to celebrate it because I was busy, which was very sad. Low fucking taper fade, exactly. Yeah, massive? Do you know what else is massive? Was it a massive day for you? Yes. And you know what else is massive? Loki might sub to your OnlyFans. There's no content on there yet. Maybe I'll let you know if there ever is, but she low on my taper till I fade. That's true. 2 years? Damn, you are doing good. I started mine at 21 and now I'm 30 lol. Hell yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Wait, that means that you're, actually, that means you're less than a decade older than me. So, fair game, question mark? Haha, satire. Just kidding, unless... I'm sorry, I had to make a joke, okay? It's all satire. Unless you don't want it to be satire, then it's serious. But unless you want it to be serious, it's exclusively satire, okay? That's how it works. It's Schrodinger's shitpost. Nobody cares about Pride Month. Men's mental health awareness is more important than. It's clearly more important than having the ability to type in complete sentences, because clearly you're not very good at doing that. But, you're 21, damn, you act 15. How do I act 15? Explain that one to me. Pretty sure I look 21. Pretty sure I act 21. Hello, little submissive attention whore. Sorry I'm late. I was crocheting a car at your beanie. I am not submissive, okay? Maybe I'm a little bit of an attention whore, but I'm not submissive, okay? I am strong and dominant. If Donald Trump transitioned, this is what his hair would look like. Yeah, exactly. That's true. It's exactly the same. You know, he would have this much volume with his hair. It's very true. Hey, thank you, Rai, for the 5, saying we need Mama Char to call in. I'd sponsor it, haha. I'd be down. Feel free to sponsor it. Wait, Char, do you wanna call in? You could call in if you want. It's up to you. If you're here. I hope I didn't miss any chat messages. Because, you know. I think I added you on Discord, didn't I? Yeah, I sent you a friend request, right? Can I call? No, it's not today. Sorry. But Mama Char is like another live streamer. So, yeah. That's how that works. But yeah, I sent you a friend request. My Discord is the same as my YouTube. I don't know if you accepted it or not. Oh, wait, I see you. Here, I'm gonna do like the Wumpus wave. All right, there we go. Are you submissive if you had a BF? I would never be submissive. That would be crazy. I am like super dominant and strong and like, you know, I'm like basically a Giga Chad. How does one get into live streaming successfully? I don't know. Am I considered successful? I don't know. I don't consider myself to be successful. Then again, to be fair, I always moved the goalpost. I guess when I was a kid, hitting 1,000 subscribers meant that you made it. You know, because I had less than 100, and it's like I hit 100, and it's like, well, yeah, like maybe 5 or 10,000. Like when I was like in the hundreds, it's like so always moving the goalpost. And then it's like I realized, okay, well, subscribers don't mean shit. It's about views, and I'm like, well, no, it's more about like how much people donate and like the extent of growth that I have, and you know, it's just like, and it's like I don't know, it slowly changes, okay, it slowly changes over time. But to be fair, it becomes it's a result of me having a fundamentally different but better understanding of how YouTube works and how being I fucking hate this term, but a social media influencer. Fucking dude. I hate the I don't know why I hate the word influencer though. But like I have a better understanding of what it entails. Do you go to school? Yes, I'm in college. Anyways. Yeah, your girlfriend told me otherwise, darling. No, nuh-uh. That's not okay. Well, then that's lies, okay? She's just like spreading fake news propaganda. Okay? That's right. When's the arson stream? Soon, hopefully. You know, we love arson. Trans boy here, you're so pretty. Thank you. Thank you, Mushroom Swirl. Very much appreciate that. Gender studies major guaranteed. Ah, yes, the only possible case scenario if you're trans. Like, I mean, if you're gonna, I don't know, base what you think my major is off of stereotypes, then like surely you'd go for like computer science. You know, I've even got the aesthetic for it. Yeah, checkmark spotted. Yeah, kind of hard to miss when somebody is a checkmark. Damn, you're cute AF. Straight up wifey material. Thank you. You look like the main character from the comic. I want to be an anime girl. Is that good or bad? Is that bad? I have no idea. Where are my eyes? They're gone. I guess they disappeared. What are you going to school for? Business. I'm gonna be real, it's not particularly interesting. I don't know, maybe I'll switch majors at one point. I don't know, it feels a bit late to switch majors, but then again, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Seriously though, you're just the cutest. You're so sweet. I want to be an anime girl. Dude, why does everyone want to be an anime character? What is that? What's with people's fixation on anime? Y'all are weebs. You should play R2D2? Huh? I'm confused. Why not law school? Because I'm not interested in being a lawyer. So why would I go to law school if I'm not trying to be a lawyer? You know? Because big colors and shiny legs? Okay, Alright. Oh, RD2. I thought it said R2D2. You know, I'm like not illiterate at all. I could see you being pretty good at arguing cases. Yes, I'm good at debate naturally. I have like a sort of natural talent for it. as little as I do it, but, like, I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna debate, like, I wanna debate, like, I don't know, politics. I wanna debate whatever I want. I wanna be able to choose what it is, right? Like, there's a reason whenever I, like, am, like, a debate bro for, like, a month, like, it only lasts for a month because I get bored of it. You know what I mean? I wanna do other stuff. Um, do you know who Chris Kirk is? No, I don't know who that is. Um, let's see. Not the Degrassi mentioned. What is the Degrassi? Is it Neil deGrasse Neil deGrasse Tyson Bussy or something? Like Neil deGrasse? I don't know what else that would mean. No idea. Dude. Neil deGrasse. Dude. Dude. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay. I that is a sentence. I'm not being rude, but why did you choose not to be a boy? Well, I didn't choose, but I chose to transition in order to mitigate dysphoria. Read the Bible for $1,000? Question mark. Dude, I'm gonna be real. I've already read a lot of stuff from the Bible. It's all kind of dog shit. It just convinces me that Christianity is wrong whenever I read it. Degrassi is a Canadian television show about high schoolers. Someone said you look like a pretty popular girl from the show. Ah, well, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Okay. Dude, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, that's a thing that's been come up with now. It's a sentence. It might be the first time that sentence has been said is on this live stream. You know? There's a good chance nobody has ever said Neil deGrasse Tyson before this live stream. How do you get your hair to look that good? I don't know. I just like wash it every other day with shampoo and conditioner. Or every 2 days if it's like getting a bit dry. And then I brush it, I guess. Yeah. And usually I'll put like mousse in it and blow dry it. But yeah. Who's your programmer sock supplier? Shein and Amazon, I ain't gonna lie. What's your real name that people call you? Barbara Herman III. That's right. That is my real name. All right, that's no joke, no scam. Anyways, Barbara. Yes. Yes, that's definitely my real name. All right? I would never lie about something like that. I know it. Okay, if you actually okay, hold on. Calling you Barb from now on? No, it's not Barb. It's Barbara Herman III. Okay? I hate work. I'm sorry to hear that, Volpaxi. As much as you hate work, I love having you here, though. Anyways. Yes, congratulations on being a mod limer. Congratulations. Nah, your name is Goat. That's true. I love your hair color. It's so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyways. Calling you Femyoz the Barbie girl? Let's go. Thumbs up, Yos. Congratulations. Lagios. Am I lagging? It better not be. I wish Mama Shar would have stayed to talk to you. Yeah, oh well. Are you Famboz? People from 5th grade are bullying me. Dude, if you're in 5th grade, you should not be watching my content. You shouldn't even have a YouTube account. Don't, like, I'm gonna be so real. This is not what you should be watching right now. Nothing personal, by the way. But, yeah. I'm not, and I still have a YouTube account? Huh? You're not what? 5th grade and his name is ASMR. Yeah, that's concerning. I don't think you should, like, if you're in elementary school, you shouldn't even put your face on the internet. Alright, I think that, I unironically believe that parents, like, shouldn't allow their kids to, like, put anything about themselves on the internet. For, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the cutoff would be. For my parents, they were like, don't put your face or even your voice on the internet until you're, what was it? I think 12 or 13. I think they made me wait till I was, or was it 11? I don't remember. I think I ended up doing it anyway, but I don't know. They were very adamant about that. And like I'm glad that they did that because like, you know, if they didn't, I would have been more prone to being taken advantage of. Um but yeah, I think it would have been when I was 12 is when I was 11. I don't remember. It's a long time ago. Anyway, a bad idea to go put your face online. But a fifth grader shouldn't even be on live streams, let alone have their face on their username. Or oh, you mean on their profile? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'd say if you're gonna put your face online, you gotta be cautious. Look, as soon as because like I knew that I wanted to be an entertainer. I knew I wanted to be a public figure from a very young age, right? I always sort of knew that. I knew that I wanted to put myself out there to that extent, you know, and sort of make myself a part of the content and have my personality be like one of the main driving factors. But dropping in to say you're absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, thank you, Lavender Boy. But yeah, how long did you have? How long have you did YouTube? In terms of doing YouTube, I think I made my first account when I was 9, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I was 9. It was in 2013. But yeah, it was like either 9 or almost 9. And I specifically remember I started out by like one of the first types of content I did was YouTube hoops that I made on my iPad in iMovie. So, yeah. I've technically had channels with content on them longer than I've not had them, weirdly enough. You know. Took down the okay, good. Don't put yourself out there. You shouldn't be watching my content, ASMR dude. Don't put yourself on the internet. Okay, bad idea. All right. Like if you're a 5th grader, you shouldn't be watching me. All right, don't watch this. Don't put yourself out there. Don't put your face on the internet. All right. There's some like deranged people who will stalk you and be really fucking weird and who will try to take advantage of you. So, yeah, you just stay safe out there. All right. Internet's a pretty scary place. I'm not joking. Right. And I'm not somebody that likes to concern troll or anything. Like, I'm not somebody that likes to go around being like, oh my god, well, what about safety? Like, normally it's like, I don't really give a fuck, but like, I'm gonna be real. Like, considering what types of people are on the internet, it's like, well, it's kind of necessary. Anyways, that is so true. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Anyone here remember Vine or am I old? I remember Vine in term like I didn't really use Vine, but yeah, I remember Vine. I remember it. Mainly because like there would be like clips or like videos from Vine like re-uploaded to YouTube. And that was like most of the Vine that I saw. Like I never really used Vine. I never had like a Vine account or anything. I didn't install the app or anything like that. You know, weirdly enough, Vine back then, like Vine is like more similar to TikTok currently than TikTok is to Musically, weirdly enough. I remember making fun of Musically a lot as a kid. I was like, dude, if you use Musically, you're a fucking freak. I don't know. I was pretty judgmental in that way. Maybe I shouldn't have been. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just like found like the fuckboy archetype of person to be very annoying. Which I mean, who didn't? I mean, come on. I remember it was what's his face, like Jacob Sartorius, like blew up on the internet because he was lip syncing on Musically. And for whatever reason, he garnered an audience of people that really liked that for some reason. And I'm like, why? This is stupid. This is dumb. I don't know. You ever curl your hair? Nah, I haven't. But dude, I totally should. I wish I had curly hair, low-key. What are you biologically? Well, biologically, I'm inside your mom last night. So, in case you were wondering. But yeah. Anyways. Let's see here. How long you've been on HRT? Did you voice train? Yes, I've done voice training. I've been on HRT for 2 years. I don't know why I started zoning out. I'm gonna make fan art of you, Femi, make some poses. Alright, no, I don't know. I have no idea what to do. I'm not good at posing. Maybe that. I don't know. That might work. This is a real meandering stream, nice and chill. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. This is like a very like laid back type of stream. Here, wait. I'm like here, wait. So I'm just gonna turn my thing up since I'm like kind of leaning away from the mic and stuff. So yeah, here, wait. I should move a little bit closer still. Sorry, I just was like, oh god, I'm like a little bit far from the mic. That's not good. But yeah, thanks, Femi. Yeah, of course. Fit check, please. Remember, chat, every $5 equals a Skirt Go Spinny. Per the request of the donator. The Bible is so boring. True. I agree. Any voice training tips? I don't know. I started by watching a channel called Voice Training Lessons and went from there, I guess. You know what I mean? And for me that worked. So, yeah. Opinion on Switch 2. I really don't know anything about it. I'm gonna be real. Donos, go to the link below and or a super chat here on YouTube. Hell yeah. See you next time I'm scrolling Femyoz. Hell yeah. And feel free to drop a subscription. Subscribe and notifications on if you want to see me more often and know when I go live and whatnot. Assuming that YouTube listens to the part where you tell it that you want notifications, of course, because sometimes YouTube is very annoying about that. You had to join a sports team. Would you want to join the male or female team and why? If I had to, probably the female team because, like, I don't know. Like, for over 2 years now, technically, which is like the, oh, reconnecting. No data. Oh, there we go. I think it's working now. Severe lagios? Uh-oh. Not good. Not good, chat. All right, are we back? All right, I think we're back. Anyways. Sorry, what was I saying? All right, if I had to choose, if I had to do a sport and then I had to like choose like men or women's team, women because like I'm a woman, I guess. And like also like I don't know, like I definitely do not have a biological advantage to say the very least. I like I'm gonna be real, I am way less athletic or strong than like the average cis woman at this point, probably. You froze on your side, but your audio is cutting off? It shouldn't be. I'm gonna inject you with uranium-235 if you don't sing Red Dead House Building song. Yo, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know anything about that song. You know? Sing it? What if I don't wanna? What if I don't feel like it, huh? I don't even know what the song is. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the melody. I don't know anything about it. Do it? Dude, why are you guys... Dude, I'm not good at singing. even if I knew the lyrics and how the song goes, I'm still terrible at singing, so why would I do it? What's in it for me, huh? What do I get out of singing, huh? What is the most overrated thing in your opinion? I don't know. Fitting in, being like quote unquote normal or whatever. Pretty overrated if you ask me. Like, hey, you can spend all this time and effort and energy like trying your absolute best to fit in and be like everybody else. But I mean, even if you somehow manage to skinwalk your way to the top successfully, you'll never be happy if you do. So I think it's a little bit overrated. Please, we'll give you compliments. Well, I don't want empty compliments. Like, if I'm terrible at singing, which objectively I am, and you give me, like, compliments anywhere, then it's like, oh, well, you're just, like, lying to me. Don't fucking hug box me. All right? If you're gonna compliment me, it has to be genuine. Okay? How dare... Like, come on. How long in HRT did it take you to pass? I have no idea. I don't even know if I passed right now. People say I do. I don't know if they're being nice or if it's true. Also, was glad to have you here, Rachel, and I appreciate you stopping by and sticking around. OMG, such a beauty. Aw, thank you, Frost. I appreciate that. Vocal range though. What about it? Femyoz, would you rather make us watch the Mango vid or the RDR2 house building song? Dude, I don't know. Whatever requires less time and effort on my end. I don't know. This chat needs the Bible. Maybe. I don't think anybody needs the Bible. I'm gonna be real. I don't think religion is a solution to anything. I think people just use it as like a sort of coping mechanism instead of actually addressing the real issues that they have. I am your 304th born child, please. Oh, that's true. Unfortunately, I will never pay child support for any of my 304 children. That's right. Let's see here. Dude looks like a lady. Well, I have some good news for you. Or bad news. Depends on how you look at it. This is Red Dead baiting. Damn 304. Femi's been busy. Sure have. You're queer baiting me, aren't you? Sure am. You're getting baited so hard. Cult of Femi? You know, maybe I should start a cult. What do you think? Chat, do I start a cult? What are your thoughts? I think a cult would be fun. You think that running a cult would be fun? I think it could be. Have you seen the Super Bowl at megachurch? No. I'm gonna be real, megachurches are extremely unappealing and the Super Bowl is fucking boring. Alright? Maybe that's a hot take, but like I never watch the Super Bowl because like, fuck that shit. It's just like football. You're just watching football, like who cares? Like, oh wow, would you look at that? Like the big black oily men are running around after the ball. Wow. I don't know, it just sounds like a gay man's fantasy. But I think women are hot. So it's like it's all about the ads. Dude, like I'm gonna be so real. Like why would I want to go out of my way to watch advertisements? There's no point. Goth girl, now that I got your attention, who's the most readable character in all of fiction? Oh god. No, you can't just do the bait and switch. I love playing Gay Blocks Gay Night, Gay Dead Redemption 2, and watching Gay 2 with my gay friends. Very real. Check the Super Bowl megachurch somehow? Nah, I'm good. That sounds lame as hell. True. Hello, I subbed to you. Hello, Austin. Welcome to Femyoz gang. That's right. I need to breed a 2-time? What? Huh? What the hell are you on about? What are you yapping about, huh? They did Super Bowl advertisements at a church? Well, that sounds lame as fuck. That sounds stupid. Why would I care? I ain't going to the church. Because I'm not religious, so I have no reason to. I have no reason to. Sorry, I just turned my mic up. Since I'm a little bit quiet right now. Is the audio good? I watched the VOD from last night's stream, and when I made it louder, it ended up being too loud. But to be fair, I was closer to the mic than this, so... Because I was thinking that, like, I needed to be close and turn it up. It's like, no, I needed one or the other. Not both. Church of Femi. Yeah, the only religion that I'd ever support or endorse is Pastafarianism. Alright, I worship the flying spaghetti monster. She got that Irish girl complexion. I am part Irish. You know. Let's see. Not gonna lie, going to a church as a trans girl could be good YouTube content. You mean like infiltrating like a homophobic megachurch like Dead Domain did? Yeah, that could be good content. That's also really high effort. Your hair looks so nice, OMG, thank you. But yeah, I'd have to like find like a crazy like, you know, Scientology. Is church boring? Yes, it fucking is. Of course it is. Like, I'm gonna be so real. It's like, lamest shit ever. And it's like, okay, so like, let me get this straight. A church is somewhere where people say things that are that have no factual basis and are entirely faith-based, meaning that there's zero evidence to back up the claims made. And there's nothing really entertaining about it. There's nothing interesting. Why would I ever go there? I don't know. Trans man here, hello. Hope you're doing well. Diana Diaz? Hope you're doing good. So instead of calling you an average Polish male, I should call you an average Irish male. Exactly. Exactly. Well, no, the average Irish male would just be like a redhead with like a long beard that is like drunk 24/7. And like kind of hairy, maybe well, not hairy, but like I don't know, like large. I feel like that's a stereotype. That or like a leprechaun. Average Polish male it is. Yeah, I'd say I look more like the average Polish male than the average Irish male. Anyways, I grew up in a Southern Baptist in our church days. It was like Piscino at the end of Devil's Advocate. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be real. Church is to be with God. Well, God isn't real, so why would I want to be with this fictional character? Is God boring? I'm gonna be real. Yeah, probably one of the least interesting fictional characters there is. Just saying. But he is lol. Your evidence being what exactly? Where's the evidence that he exists? Well, please, enlighten me. Show me the evidence. Where are you getting this information from? Like, what are your sources? Like, is there, like, scientific evidence? Or, I mean, none of us know until we die, so... Well, it depends on what your standard of knowledge is, right? So, like, I reject the notion that in order to have knowledge, you must have absolute certainty, right? Just, like, epistemically, it doesn't seem like a very useful framework to abide by, simply because, you know, at that point, you don't know much, if anything, right? But, you know, I would say that, like, obviously, I wouldn't even say I know what happens after death, but I would say it's likely the case that it's very similar to whatever it was like before I was born, right? Which seems to point in the direction of, like, this, like, sort of concept of nothingness, right? Facts and opinions are different. Sometimes opinions are factually correct, right? So, like, for instance, my opinion is that the Earth isn't flat, okay? That's my opinion. It's also factually correct. Now, it just so happens that my opinion coincides with reality, right? Or like, for instance, my opinion that, I don't know, trans people deserve rights is also factually correct, right? So we do, right? And I could get into a debate about moral relativism and utilitarianism and whatnot, argue against moral relativism, argue in favor of utilitarianism as like a universal sort of framework to abide by, but I don't know, that might be a little bit autistic. Gonna leave your live stream, love you, alright, I hope you've enjoyed your stay. Alright, to what exactly? I don't know. I mean, if, you know, I'm gonna assume you're American even if you're not, because America is what the world revolves around, or something. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, I can't really pursue happiness if I can't transition, so there's that. Liberty, well, if I don't have the freedom to transition, then, well, I don't have liberty. Life, well, probably not. I mean, let's be real. At that point, you know, if I wasn't allowed to transition, I'd probably be dead. So, yeah. Kinda all three of those. I'm just saying. You speaking on smart shit just made you more attractive quadratically. Well, if we're talking about a quadratic equation, then that's going to be like a parabola, right? So, like, if we're talking, like, where was like the starting point? Like, was I on the left side or the right side of the parabola? Or was I, like, somewhere in, like, the middle? Was I in, like, the lowest point in the attractiveness scale? Because, like, obviously, like, or would I, because, like, obviously, in order to be a function, like, I wouldn't be able to be 2 points at once. So I'd have to go to the left or the right on the parabola. Quadratic? Yeah. Left side? Okay. That's fair. Let's see. Happiness is transient, but so is misery. The pursuit of one is acceptance of the other. Pursuit of one is the acceptance of the other? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Ah, why did I lag? I lagged for a second. I'm graphing my attraction to you, I guess. Yes, of course. Using quadratic equations to do it. You know. Dude, when you're that relatable moment, when you're trying to calculate how attractive I am, and then you remember that x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 2ac all over 4a. Dude, it's crazy. Dude, I can't believe I still remember that. But it's because we had to learn the fucking stupid quadratic equation stuff, but it worked. And it makes me angry that it worked. Because, like, I don't want it to. I hate that something. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I have mixed feelings. Guess I'm glad I remember it. But it worked, weirdly enough. You know? Let me be a good little girl and hydrate yourself right now. I'm not little. I'm a big girl, okay? Damn. Why are you like this? Yo, what up? What up, gang? How you doing? Small? I'm not small. That's not true. Learning stuff that I've never used again as an adult, lol. No, literally. Like, I don't solve any of the mathematical equations that I did when I was growing up. Because they're not useful. I guess maybe they're useful if you go into engineering or something, where you have to engineer parabola-shaped things, maybe. I don't know. Empire State Building still attached. We're still doing this? Okay. I'm not tiny. My Bible is stickier than anyone else's. Aw, yeah. Dude, you've got your special juices on it. The skills being sharp helps a lot in construction, not gonna lie. Well, I'm not going into construction. Okay, I am a part-time YouTube live streamer. And I don't use any of that knowledge. Really. Aside from when I reference it. Maybe I use it referentially. Yo, okay, I have a question. Please do not take offense. Alright, what's the question? How short are you? I'm not. I'm 5'6". Okay, that is above average for a woman. Okay. W Prabla. True. Small. I am not small. Okay. Hold on. 5'6" is tiny. No, it's not. That's not true. She's not schmol. She's snuggle-sized. I do need snuggles. You're tiny, Femi. Admit it. I'm not tiny. It's not true. I'm a short king of 5'5", so chat. Real. 5'6" is small, but 5'2" is tall for real. I am not small, okay? I am not admitting to being small, okay? Unless we, like, hit the donut goal or something. 5'6" is not fucking tiny. That's above average. No, you don't. Okay. It's like... Oh my god, why do I lag? But yeah, no, that's like fake news. You are baby-sized? I am not baby-sized. Shut up. I'm 5'9", shorty. You're just tall, okay? Shut up. This is not fair. She's fun-sized? I'm regular-sized. Shut up. Did you see my question? No, honestly, I missed it. My bad. Alright, so you know things about OnlyFans and what they do there. Do you do that same thing? Because if so, I'm sorry, but I'm out maybe. I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't be doing it on here. Like, but I don't know why you would care if I do or not. I actually don't. I do have an account, but I don't really post on there, to be honest. I made it as like a meme, but I don't know, maybe one day I'll do it. But it's not gonna have any impact on this content, so I don't see what the issue would be. Would you tell someone you were trans on a date? Well, yeah, they'd probably know ahead of time. Like, I don't know. I mean, they'd probably know anyway, right? Like, because like, I mean, you can always tell, right? That's what transphobes say. Transphobes always be like, we can always tell. Oh, okay, well, if you can always tell, then I don't need to mention it, right? Start OnlyFans account, upload videos playing board games. Dude, maybe I should upload like Minecraft PvP montages there. Anyways. Yes, find the Jesus. That's so true. No, my, can your girlfriend carry you around in her pocket since you're that short? I am not short. MLG Minecraft PvP clutches? Oh dear. I would only really date someone I already know pretty well, so that they know. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably find a way to like mention, like if I'm gonna go on a date with someone, they're gonna know about my YouTube channel because I'm gonna tell them. Because like that's like the only thing that I kind of have going for me. Right? That's like, because then I could be like, look, I have 50,000 subscribers. That means I'm cool. Actually doesn't. But I don't know, just like an interesting thing. And then they'll be like, what? That's crazy. And then they can see my entire transition timeline. And I've actually never, I was gonna say if they stop talking to me, then that's probably why, but I've actually never had that happen. So when people keep talking to me, people are like more likely to talk to me more after I share that. I don't know. The dating thing with trans people is so weird. Like how many people are jumping to pants off, dance off in the first date. Yeah, for sure. Like, also I feel like that's like a very like straight person question. Like imagining like me, like they're like imagining me going on a date with some poor unsuspecting cis dude that will be trapped into dating a transgender or whatever the fuck. It's like, it's not a real situation for the most part. Like, I'm gonna be real. And even if it is, it's like that the framing of it there is fucking stupid. Like, dog, you're attracted to women, including trans women. It's okay. You're fine. It's like normal. Even for a straight person. And even if it wasn't straight, then like who cares? Anyways. Imagine being a catfish. Yeah, it's, like, I don't know. But like, for me, I'm mostly attracted to women, so it's never really gonna be an issue. Plus, there's T for T, and plus, in all of my bios on dating apps, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I'm trans femme or MTF. I don't know how I put it on there. I haven't used a dating app in a while, but when I do, like, I disclose it on my bio because it's like, if someone has a problem with it, like, I don't want anything to do with them. You know? Like, if somebody cares, like, if somebody is against me being trans or whatever, like, I don't want them to match with me. And to be fair, that the people that have those issues are not people that I would want to match with anyway. They usually are, like, ugly, weird cis men that are like that. And not hot, dommy mommy women. Like, I'm gonna be real, like, hot mommy, dommy women are, like, always consistently, like, more left-leaning. And, you know, it's just a testament to me picking the right side. Because all of the mommy doms agree with my politics, for the most part. Like, how many fucking right-wing mommy dommies are there? Not many. It's not the norm, but the trans community thinks they don't have to disclose that information. Well, I don't. Not in my day-to-day life. Like, unless you're trying to fuck me? Like, no. There's a lot of minority making trans people look bad. Well, no, it's conservatives that are trying to make us look bad, right? They turn a non-issue into an issue that they pretend exists, right? They make it an issue, but it's not really one. Right? Like, I mean, like, I'm gonna be real, like, you're not gonna be tricked into having sex with a trans person, right? Like, it's not gonna fucking happen. Like, if they haven't gotten bottom surgery, like, you're going to see their dick, all right? If it's a trans woman, you will see their dick as soon as they take their pants off, right? That's what happens. But, yeah. And if you have gotten bottom surgery, then at that point, who fucking cares? Who gives a shit? Like, if somebody's gotten bottom surgery, then, like, why does it matter that they're trans? Like, the only reason it would matter is for genital preference. Right? I hate being tall. Is that so? I am satisfied with being 5'6", to be honest. I'm old enough that I've heard the same anti-trans arguments about mixed race kids. Like, oh no, they're infiltrating our society. Yeah, it's like, it's the same shit. It's the same rhetoric that they used against gay people. It's the same rhetoric that they used against black people. Like, all of the arguments that people make, like, all of the rhetoric that they use about, like, trans women invading women's spaces or whatever, they said the same shit about black women. There's the same fucking arguments. Like, oh, black women are, like, you know, they're, like, violent and they're like way more manly. You know, are they really women? It's the same fucking thing. And it's like none of the statistics actually back that up. You know. Same rhetoric. Just keep that in mind. Just really sad that things seem to be going backwards these days. Yeah, and we have to fight against it. You know, which is unfortunate, but that's true. And even if it seems like we've won, we haven't. Like, let's say that we get back to where we were in, I don't know, like 2020 in terms of like the political landscape and the overtime window. That just means that we are where we were before the amount of corruption that has since occurred. Right? Meaning that all of the institutions in place and the landscape of politics itself would be the very same set of circumstances that allowed Trump to take power in the first place. We need something fundamentally different that prevents that. I'm just saying. Anyways. The thing I find is that there are ways to have civilized conversations around social issues, but no one has the empathy to actually listen and absorb views from the other side. Well, it's not just about empathy, it's about like being able to have like a rational discussion, right? It's not that conservatives just lack empathy. I mean that's part of the equation, but more often than not, it boils down mostly to a severe lack of intelligence, a severe lack of knowledge. Very. I mean, if I'm going to be real, something I've noticed, especially when it comes to like, I don't know, debating conservatives about trans issues, the reason it gets really boring really quickly is because of their sheer deficit in basic and obvious knowledge. Like, if you're going to debate me on this, like, you should at least know like the fucking bare minimum. Like, know at least the bare bones, right? And not just in memorized talking points, right? As well as their, immense inability to think rationally or reason, right? Trump and Elon crashing out like a married couple. Yeah, I gotta cover that at some point. It's quite entertaining. Quite entertaining. Just wanted to say I love your debates. Well, thank you. I haven't debated in a while. Surprised you even saw any, because it's been a while since I've done debates, let alone debates consistently. But yeah, I guess if you're watching the old content, but yeah. Oh god, am I lagging? Oh, dude, I keep seeing the spinny circle of destruction. And I don't like when it does that. I'm very into your lifestyle. It's cool. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you're lagging. Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. Just a sec, you're good, boo. I bet. Conservatives really don't care if you want to be trans? Well, that's just not true based on the Republican legislation that people are trying to pass. And considering the type of rhetoric that's being used against us. I mean, I'm just saying. We do care if you want to chemically castrate children. Hold on, chemically castrate? Oh, are you referring to puberty blockers? Yeah, I've heard this talking point a million times. Puberty blockers are something you can just go off of and then go through puberty, right? Because it's actually bad when people like us are forced to go through the wrong puberty, right? Like, I actually wish I was given puberty blockers at 13. I would be way happier now if that was the case. If I was allowed to, socially and medically transition sooner and knew that was an option. Then I might actually, I don't know, look like a woman. That would be nice. Just saying. Mitigate all my dysphoria. Just putting it out there. Hello, Adam. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I would have loved to have not gone through male puberty. Like, the number one regret I have in life has to be me not transitioning sooner. Me not starting HRT the nanosecond I turned 18. That's like the main regret I have. If not sooner. I wish I was a young shit. What is a woman? Somebody who identifies with the feminine social archetype in society. Anyways. I wish I could reverse my puberty. This shit sucks. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be so real. Me too. Me too. Me fucking too. But oh well. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Male puberty got me tall AF. Yeah, and like, keep in mind, like, I'm lucky in that, like, I didn't end up being very large as a person. Like, I'm 5'6", and I never like grew like a bunch of like facial hair or anything. Like, I just like got like a little bit of peach fuzz ultimately, and like barely like any like just like a bit of leg hair, a tiny bit of arm hair, but you can't really see it, and like 3 stomach hairs. So it's like, I got lucky. All right, I got fucking lucky. But not everyone is as lucky as I am. If I wasn't lucky in terms of like, naturally already being more on the androgynous side, I don't know if I'd be here. I don't know where I'd be right now. I don't know if I'd be alive right now. So, just saying. Just saying. A woman is someone with XX chromosomes. Okay, what about somebody with that's born is a biological female? They're literally their sex observed at birth is female. Okay, but they have Swyer syndromes. They have XY chromosomes, right? But due to androgen insensitivity, right? they don't experience the sort of effects of androgens, right? It's like, would you say that that's like not a woman? Is that a man? Even though they're biologically female and identify as a woman? I guess they wouldn't necessarily have to identify as a woman, but in this case they would, right? Like, according to your standard, surely you would classify them as a man, right? Or is that like, oh no, but that's different, that doesn't count, that's the exception, even though trans people are also the exception. What are intersex people to TERFs? Very inconvenient in terms of existing. That's why pride is so important. You have to take some pride in who you are. If not, it's just living off of insecurities, fears, and resentment. Yeah. Are you chill? Yes. What's a TERF? A TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. You put trans girl in your caption to get more views? Kind of. It sort of creates discourse, which boosts engagement, because like me existing is controversial for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess it is, whether I like it or not, so I may as well take advantage of that fact. TERFs are basically just another word for people that hate trans people for no reason. Yeah, though TERFs have like a specific aesthetic. There's like an aesthetic that they have, right? So like I wouldn't say that like obviously all TERFs are transphobic, but not all transphobes are TERFs, right? Like if there's like a redneck dude, like a redneck dude that's like a MAGA supporter with a southern accent, like I wouldn't call him a TERF, right? But like someone that's like, I don't know, like super concern trolly and is like, oh, I'm trying to protect women's rights. Like, this is actually antithetical to feminism. This is actually anti-progressive. Like they say shit like that, and that's probably a TERF. There's like a specific type of rhetoric, generally speaking. Transphobes be like, what does a chair and explode? When you show them a couch or something. Yeah, no, it's like, it's hilarious. Like, they try to play the definition game, but one, it doesn't work because I can just provide the definition of woman being someone who identifies with within the feminine social archetype in society, right? It's not a circular definition. It accurately describes things. It includes all women and it excludes all not women. And then if I ask them, what is a chair? Then they're not able to define it very well, right? Not able to define it. They'll be like, oh, well, it's something that you sit on that has 4 legs. Ah, so a horse is a chair. And they're like, no, but it has a back as well. It's like, well, it's still a horse. A horse has a back. It has to be made out of like wood or like metal. Ah, so plastic chairs aren't chairs then, right? You sort of get the point. I was like look, here's the thing, right? Definitions are descriptive, like they describe the way we use words. They don't prescribe meaning to words, right? The way we use language is prescriptive, right? Language itself is prescriptive, right? Like we prescribe meaning in terms of how we use words, right? And that's why the meaning of words changes over time as we use them differently, right? Definitions just describe the meaning that's already been prescribed. Does that make sense? The true meaning for this is that horses are all secretly chairs. That's true. My best friend was like that and said trans men aren't real women. I disowned her. I'm also trans man. So she basically said I'm not a real man either. Yeah. Anyways. Why biological men should have a right to beat women in boxing? Well, first of all, men doesn't describe a biological category. There's like a fundamental error in your reasoning. Do you mean trans women? I assume you're trying to talk about like trans women in sports, since that's like a super contentious topic or whatever. But it seems to be the case that all of the evidence points in direction of the fact that, once a trans woman has been on hormone replacement therapy for 2 or more years, it's like there doesn't seem to be like such a serious biological advantage or whatever the fuck, in a way that fundamentally hinders the integrity of the sport itself, right? Like, you don't see like a bunch of trans women dominating women's sports, right? I mean, like, surely if we had such a huge biological advantage, like we would have dominated the fuck out of women's sports by now, right? But we haven't. Well, why is that? right? Because it's a non-issue. Anyways. The fact that some gay and lesbian people don't accept other members of the LGBTQ+ community is crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, it's usually pick-me's that are like, oh, well, I'm sure that the face-eating leopard party won't eat my face as long as I vote for them and in favor of them being able to eat the other people's faces. And it's like, okay, well, what happens when their faces run out and have been eaten? Oh, well, who's next? Oh, fucking you are. Only women belong in women's sports? I agree. And that includes trans women, because trans women are women. Let's see here. The idea that trans women transition to have an advantage in sports is amazing. Yeah, let me chop off my dick to get a trophy. No, literally. Like, I'm gonna be so real. I don't think that they realize how delusional, like, that notion is. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I can't be loud because other people might be trying to sleep right now, but holy shit. Thank you so much, Post Malone Star, for your $90. Saying you know who this is. Enjoy hitting the donut goal from your dummy mommy. You know what I want. Absolutely. Yo, thank you so much. Holy shit. Thank you. 07's in chat. 07's in chat. Hell yeah. Yo, thank you. Women's sports isn't important anyways. Yeah, look, if you're gonna be conservative, like, at least be consistent. Like, let's be real. Like, if you're actually, like, a conservative, you don't, why would you give a fuck about women's sports, alright? Like, shouldn't your position be, it's gay to care about women's sports, or whatever? Like, watching women's sports is gay. Or something. If you're wearing a skirt, don't forget a spinny. But it's ultimately, up to the person that donates if they want to request that. Anyways. Women's sports are best sports. Does this mean you're officially short now? Did I say that I have to admit to being small if we hit the donut goal? I mean, I said that as a joke, but I mean... Alright. Watching women's sports is not okay. No, I'm saying from the perspective of a conservative. Like, wouldn't, like, a conservative redneck guy be like, no, I don't watch women's basketball. Because that's, like, gay, and, like, what gay liberal men do. Or some shit. Because that's, like, woke or whatever. I don't know. I feel like that's what they would say. But then, like, suddenly, as soon as trans people become part of the equation, it's like, no, I actually care so much about women's sports. I was actually just on my way to watch women's basketball on TV. But then I got so sad because there was trans people hypothetically destroying women in sports, even though there's really no evidence of that being an issue anywhere, in any sport. Even conservatives don't use gay in that way anymore? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Depends. Anyways. The donut goals should be accumulative. You should have to admit to being a tiny bottom now. So what if I am? Fuck you. I just feel like I'm going crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rubber room with rats, that's making crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rubber room with rats, that's making crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rubber room with rats, that's making crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rubber room with rats, that's making crazy. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. There we go. There we go. That's crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rats. That's so crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rats and rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rats and rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rats and rats make me crazy. There we go. All right. That's very good. Anyways. Wait, Femyoz, did I just logically outsmart Dimitri? Probably. I have no idea, I wasn't paying attention. Barb, you're losing it. No, my name is Barbara Herman III. I'm not racist. My shadow is black. That's true. I didn't even call. I only called my own shadow the N-word for being black like a few times, okay? And that was like 3 months ago, okay? That was in the past, all right? I'm not racist. My shadow is like my best friend, and my shadow is black. So how could I be racist? I told them about trans men beating men in sports. Yeah, shouldn't that be like a biological impossibility according to these people's framework? Oh wait, the existence of trans men sort of destroys these people's arguments because they're only focusing on trans women. Who would have guessed? Wow, crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a room with rats. That's crazy. You called me a redneck, but I'm not white. Well, okay, being a redneck is a mindset, okay? It's a mindset, not a physical trait. I mean, I mean, generally, you're more likely to have that physical trait if you're a redneck, but it's not like a necessary condition. It's certainly a sufficient condition. You know? It's not a necessary one. Yeah, you don't need to be white. Yeah, redneck physical, yeah. This joke is driving me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats. That made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats. That made me crazy. Anyways. Let's see here. Server VC. Maybe in a bit. We'll see. Gonna get that tongue twisted? If that's so. What's the difference between a redneck and a hillbilly? Is there a difference? I don't know. The spy has infiltrated. How do you know? Are you the spy? Sounds like something a spy would say. In order to convince everyone they're not the spy. I'm just saying. Hillbillies are inbred, and rednecks aren't? I mean, come on. Where is red mark in your neck? Dude, what kind of fucking question is that? Like... What? Anyways. Redneck? I don't know what. Okay. Anyways. I'm a 9th gen farming redneck, and I got my papers. Is that so? You should do an 80s/90s hair dye. Should I? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Let's see here. Just reminded me that one time Jay Schlatt's community convinced a bunch of transphobes that Jay Schlatt was trans. That's so real. Dude, wait, no, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when, like, a bunch of people on Twitter were saying that Markiplier was a trans man. And there were, like, a bunch of TERFs being like, that's obviously a biological female. And it's about fucking Markiplier. Fucking Markiplier of all people. They're saying it about Markiplier. Yeah, Markiplier is trans mask though. That's a good point. That's a good point. Wink, wink. Yeah. Yeah, Markiplier, my favorite trans man. How would Markiplier be trans? Don't you see? It is because of her biologically female shoulder width or something, I guess. Hello, Tubian. Is it Markiplier 5'2"? Yeah, that's the secret. Alright, bro is actually dwarf maxing. Actually, how tall is Markiplier? Now I'm curious. I need to know. Dude, imagine if I'm taller than Markiplier. Markiplier height. Oh, he's 5'10". Okay, he's fucking taller than me. Alright. By quite a substantial margin. Dude, he's 4 inches taller than me. He's short. Well, if 5'10" is short, then you're fucking delusional. That's like way taller than me. He's dude height though? Yeah, dude height is like tall compared to me. I don't know. Then again, I went through male puberty, so for someone who went through 19 years of male puberty, not of 19 years of male puberty, I wasn't going through male puberty of all 19 years. I wasn't hitting puberty when I was before I was 2 years old or whatever the fuck. But you know what I mean. It's crazy how for somebody that had testosterone in my system, and went through like basic, like almost all of male puberty for the most part. I mean, obviously you masculinize over time, even in your 20s, but like, like I had gone, like, for someone who went through like the bulk of it, I mean, I really not that, I'm not particularly tall. All right, let's see. Your camera cannot decide right now? Yeah. Markiplier is my dad. Is that so? How do you know? Did he give birth to you? Is he the pregnant man emoji? The mysterious pregnant man emoji that we've all seen being used to react to our Discord messages when we post cringe? Is that secretly him? Is he watching over us? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's wild. Camera's giving great dramatic movement. It better be. Dude, okay, why are we... $1,000 British accent. I will absolutely do a British accent for $1,000. Oh snap, she teased the water bottle. What do you mean by that? What do you mean I teased it? Oh no, Lamau? Who the fuck is spamming Korean? Is that Korean? I have no idea. Dude, I could make a very... You know what? Should I make a very, like, racist joke? I don't know if I should. I don't know how racist... I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a shitpost. Yes. Dude, honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna be so real. All the, much like the Asian people, all of their languages look the same. Dude, there we go. That's what I was gonna say. It's so bad. I don't even know why that's like a stereotype. Because, like, they don't at all. They don't at all. Shitpostios? Yeah. You're glowing right now? OMG. Thank you. Dude, it was such a bad joke, too. Y'all asked for it. You fucking asked for it. I once met a one-legged Chinese girl in IHOP. I asked her what her name was, and she said, Irene. I said, yes, you do, but what's your name? That's so awful. That's so bad. That's so bad. Yes, racist jokes are hilarious. Yeah, okay, yeah, but like that one wasn't even good. It's just like the first thing that came to my mind. I like barely have enough of a filter for me to like not say it as soon as I think it. But anyways. What do a Mexican and a cue ball have in common? Is it that they're Cuban? Are they Cuban? Is that the joke? I don't know. It's like a really shitty pun. I have no fucking idea. Anyways. Femyoz, sexy soft teddy bear. Oh my god, it's Eric Vandenborn, the ultimate Rizzler. Dude, I don't know what to do in your presence. Your presence is intoxicating, Mr. Eric. Big teddy bear. Anyways, yes, 10 out of 10 Rizzmaster. Hi, Femi, say something funny. Something funny. You get it? Because I just repeated the thing that you said to say instead of actually coming up with something funny. That's the joke. A black woman has 7 sons. Tyrone, 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 and Tyrone. If she wants them all, she calls one name. If she wants one, she uses their last name. That is so bad. That's so bad. Let's see here. This stream is crazy for real, for real. Is it? Really crazy and calm at the same time? Yeah, that's fair. That's because you guys are crazy, though. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and the rats make me crazy. Anyways. Femyoz, you never dropped the punchline? Oh. Well, that sucks. You ever just tell a joke with no punchline? Dude, those are like my favorite. I love it when they don't have the punchline. You're a nugget? What does that mean? If you're Latino, though, you might say a different word. That sounds kind of like nugget, but is like a racial slur. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm referencing. I'm a nugget, like chicken nugget? Yes? Dude. For the 2 people that know what I'm referencing, yes, you do? Okay, bet. But yeah. I think I've made a similar mistake before. But, nobody cared. Nobody cared when I did it because, like, I'm already perceived as, like, pretty fucking edgy and somebody that doesn't care, so nobody gave a shit. Because, like, I'd just be like, yeah, who cares? Dude, it happens, okay? Who gives a shit? I say way worse shit than that. This is what you're worried about? What about the other shit that I say? Why haven't I been canceled for that? That's because I embrace it. You know, I don't do like the pretending to be overly, well, I don't know if she's overly sensitive or not, but like the overly sensitive, you're not allowed to say anything, you have to walk on eggshells type of shit, you know what I mean? Like, I refuse to walk on eggshells. PewDiePie. Yeah, I forgot about PewDiePie. Does he even make content anymore? Next stream title, canceled with Femyoz? Yeah. You know, if I were to become a conservative grifter, like, that'd probably be the first thing I would do, right? Is I'd be like, you know, I wanted to be an edgy leftist comedian, but the left hates humor. They're anti-humor. So, and they kept canceling me. And then I realized that a lot of their positions don't really hold up. So, you know, I started to really introspect. And then I realized that, you know, they had been lying to me the whole time. I had been indoctrinated. I thought I was immune to it, but I wasn't. That'd be like if I was going to be a right-wing grifter, that'd be the narrative I would go with. I mean, boy, the money that I would get from that seems awfully appealing, but being a shell of my former, I guess, current self does not. Yeah, legalize comedy. Dude, what the hell? Comedy is illegal. I can't even go around at the grocery store screaming the N-word at people. Like, this is fucked up. When is comedy gonna be legal again? Anyways. I'm dark gothic MAGA. Dude, that shit was so fucking embarrassing. A communist, a spy, and a Chinese man enter a bar. He orders a beer. N-word is black magic spell, beware. Dude, I'd be casting spells all the time then. Or, I mean, oh, it's a good thing that I've never casted that spell. Dude, I'm like, I shitpost with multiple layers of irony still. It's like a habit. I don't do it as much anymore, but it's still a habit from when I was a teenager. Did you know that MAGA is the highest rank in Satanism? Is that true? Damn, maybe I shouldn't be a Satanist then. I want to stroke your long hair with my soft teddy bear if you like it. Aw, I wouldn't just like that. I would love that, Eric Vandenborn. Oh, that'd be incredible. That'd be like the best thing ever. Anyways. does the N-word mean in a dragon shout? Usually 25 to life or a justified shoot. Okay. Alright. What do you have to do to be a mod? I don't know. I give mod to people when I feel like it. Basically. The Rizzler strikes again. Yo, is that so? Is teddy bear a euphemism? No, I think he literally just likes teddy bears for some reason. And, I mean, how could we not? I mean, it's Eric Vandenborn. He's got hella Riz. You know? Like, his Riz goes beyond any political beliefs or sexual orientation or anything like that. It works on everybody no matter what. Do crazy with your long hair, my sexy soft teddy bear. I'll be sure to do that. Dude, just for you, Eric. That's right. Let's go. Do you feel like giving someone mod right now? No. Anyways. Sell mod for Dono? Dude. Let's see. I wish I had mod SMH. Real. Unfortunately, you are a biological gray name. You will never be a real blue name. Because biologically, you were born with a gray name. That's right. Anyways. I think I'm gonna end stream. I don't know. If I'm still up after a while, maybe I'll do another stream. Maybe I'll do a server VC. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Transitioned to woke blue. Yeah. Alright, anyways. Love y'all. Night-night, everybody. Girl on stream when I join. Okay. I'm sorry, Luca ML. I'm sorry. It's very late. Anyways. Night-night, everyone.